How does one make a cake that's so dry it could be used as a building material? Making a cake that's so dry it could be used as a building material is not an easy task and requires a specific set of methods and techniques to achieve the desired level of dryness. One way to make a cake dry is to overcook it. Overcooking a cake can cause it to lose its moisture, making it dry and crumbly. To overcook a cake, you'll want to bake it for a longer period of time than the recipe calls for. For example, you can bake a cake for an extra 10-15 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. It's important to note that overcooking a cake can also cause it to lose its flavor and become burnt. Another way to make a cake dry is to use a recipe that calls for less liquid. Cakes that have a high ratio of dry ingredients to wet ingredients, such as flour to eggs, will tend to be drier. Also, using ingredients that are known to absorb moisture like almond flour or coconut flour instead of wheat flour can also make the cake dry. A third way to make a cake dry is to not add any additional moisture. Some cakes, such as angel food cake, are made with no added fat, which can make them dry. Additionally, avoiding the use of ingredients such as sour cream, yogurt, or even adding fruit purees that can add moisture to the cake can also make it dry. In addition to these methods, you can also avoid the use of frosting and glazes, as they can add moisture to the cake. And instead, use a dry topping such as powdered sugar, cocoa powder, or even crushed cookies. Also, you can serve the cake at room temperature, which can make it dry out faster and make it harder to eat. It's worth noting that making a cake so dry it could be used as a building material is not a desirable outcome. A dry cake is not only difficult to eat, but it can also be quite unappetizing. Additionally, cakes are a treat, and making them too dry can cause them to lose all its flavor and texture, making them not enjoyable to eat. In conclusion, making a cake so dry it could be used as a building material is not an easy task, and requires a specific set of methods and techniques. It's not a desirable outcome, and can make the cake unappetizing and difficult to eat. It's important to keep in mind that the main goal when making a cake is to achieve a balance between moisture and flavor. It's always best to follow a recipe or guidelines that will help you achieve the perfect cake.